Hey friends. So the song that was just on was Christina Aguilera's Fighter. And it was kind of giving the energy of someone is finally appreciative of their journey that made them into a warrior. And now they're showing me Fourth Wing, where it's like the journey to being a warrior, the way that flew, teacher. Yeah, the journey to be a warrior, like there's a lot to learn. Like obviously there's like the combat and the defense and like all of that and like those skills as far as being a warrior, but also like the mental aspect of being a warrior. Not allowing people to get in your head, not allowing like a punch to like shake you up too much mentally or get it like again get in your own head, learning how to get back up again, learning how to get up when you feel like you have nothing left. Initiation. It's like you went through this initiation. You went through this initiation. This is purification in reverse to. Okay, so it's like it's like you needed to unlearn the things that weren't good for you, but then also you needed to learn how to keep those skills in your back pocket. I am hearing like a good dark empath, a good I don't know, like a person that came from the dark knows how to, and like has completely healed. They know how to walk in the light, even when severely triggered. But then, like, say they are in the face of some sort of like danger, or like somebody's disrespecting somebody like pretty badly. Then they know how to like bring out that beast to, for good. It's the beast that used to be demonized within you. So it was learning to tame that beast, refine that beast, but not get rid of it, because there's something about that like black cat energy, that dark energy that they did not want you to completely get rid of, because a warrior needs to be able to do the tough thing. The warriors need to be able to make the tough calls. They need to be able to do the things that go against their instincts sometimes. The Emperor, yes, like there's a need for these warrior energies to free themselves of what keeps them from love. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I mean, yes. It's almost like there was these lessons to be a warrior, these lessons to be a protector, a provider, a defender of all. These lessons, you've learned them. You learned how to, you've always been a protector of others, but I almost feel like you didn't know how to protect yourself. And so it's like through these initiations, you have found a love for that journey of being a fighter. You know, Christina Aguilera's lyrics are like, you know, it makes you that much stronger. It makes you, you know, whatever. Thanks for making me a fighter. And it's almost like you fell in love, or you learned to find love for this initiation, for that journey, for all the bumps and bruises, for all the broken ribs, for whatever. Yeah. And it's almost like you're no longer allowing that dark side of you to pull you off track, or to bring in negative karma. Because I'm hearing like when that dark side used to come out, like it was like inappropriate times, or like when you were triggered, and so like the next day you'd be like, oh shit, I can't believe I acted like that. You have enough control of your dark side where you no longer have those worries. If anything, you keep it locked up inside because you are so worried about what it will do because of the damage it's caused in the past. But you should know, or maybe I'm supposed to be bringing your attention to the fact that you have enough control, and it's still living inside of you for a purpose, because this warrior energy is going to need to come out, whether to protect yourself or to protect others. And through all of this like hardship and frustration and Learning to not demonize your demons, but to make friends with your demons. Like, this is going to pay off. You've got the Four of Wands and the Temperance. This is definitely going to pay off. Like I said, like you can walk in the light, you can walk in the dark. Yeah, there's celebration coming. Queen of Swords, Magician. There is a lot of power coming in. And I'm hearing the only reason you are being granted power is because you know how to manage power. You use your power for good. You don't abuse your power. You don't use your power even for personal gain. Even when tempted, you don't use your power for personal gain. You use it for the masses, because that's what power is for, is it should be freeing the masses. So there's something about your power that is freeing. There's something about your power that is freeing and healing. What more does this collective need to know? It's almost like you're going to be celebrated for the times, like equally, for the times that you've had to show up as the one calling the shots and like calling like the icky shots, but because that was what was for, like that was better for big picture. And then also celebrated for all of the times that you showed up with like this loving, nurturing, like energy, even when it, like those people didn't deserve it. And I'm just like, it keeps bringing me back to you releasing your beast. So especially with that warrior energy I was talking about when I first started this, I almost feel like God, Spirit, the universe is asking you soon to step back into your warrior armor. And I'm hearing, yeah, it'll be pretty soon, pretty quickly, and only for a brief moment is what I'm hearing. Only for a brief moment, because that brief moment is going to be the thing that gives you the opportunity to completely turn the wheel in your favor. I'm hearing you needed a 180 degree turn and you're at like 170 degrees. And so it's like you're really, really close to the wheel turning in your favor completely. And this is going to be the thing. That's that last piece. That's that last piece. The star has just been coming out in so many of my readings. It's the last piece because it's you were made for this. Actually, it's like you were made for this role. This spot as the lead warrior or whatever. They're showing me this like Viking that they later figured out was a female, and she was the most respected Viking. And so it's almost like that, like you are going to be the most like respected, sorry, itchy eye, most respected warrior. And this last little bit, this is the last little bit before retirement, 8:08 on my timer, the last little bit before retirement is going to allow everyone to get a sneak preview on what your inner warrior looks like. Because again, you are that bitch. You are the one. And unfortunately for some people, they figured out that you're the one, and they didn't find out in the way that you want to find out. They found out that they fucked with the wrong one. Not that you are the one to help them or you were the one for blah, blah, blah. No, you are about to be so stinking blessed. I'm hearing it's going to be like 11 cups. Obviously, there's only 10 cups, but it's like you're going to have so many cups, you're not going to know what to do with it, and they're all going to be overflowing. You're going to be so severely happy. So severely happy. And I think ultimately it's because you have found peace in the lies. You understand that the lies had nothing to do with you, that the lies were covering up something that like quite literally had nothing to do with you. But you've also, again, found this appreciation that these lies are what made you into this warrior. And you made friends with that. You made friends with the illusions, because those illusions ultimately slingshotted you further towards some sort of union. Anything else? Yeah. Expect the world as you know it to completely crumble, but in all of the best ways. Big change is coming. Big change is happening. And it's all because you have raised the bar to the point where God, Spirit, the universe is happy enough with what you are willing to accept in your life. Congratulations.